Om Yogis, welcome to a practice for the autumn. Please begin seated, just tapping into your breath, just dropping into your breath. Tuning into your exhale. With your exhale, feel feelings of letting go as you let go of your breath. Now as you inhale, start to clench your fists, tight as you can. And as you exhale, gently let the hands fall open. Release the hands. Inhale, clenching the fists, tight, tight, tight. And exhale, just letting the hands open like little lotus flowers. Keep doing this on your own. Let go of anything that you might be clinging to. As you do this, any emotions you might be clinging to, any situations or dramas you might be clinging to, just take a moment just to release them as best you can before you practice. Even if this is the people we love, to quote Buddha, we can only lose that which we cling to. So even if you're letting go of something that is precious to you or feels precious to you, just don't cling to it, just let it be. There's a similar gripping that happens in the hips. So when we breathe in and we feel our hands tighten, we can think of that ball and socket joint in the hips. So we'll begin here, this releasing practice, by lying down in supine butterfly. Now you've got the option of putting a block under your thighs, or 2 blocks under each thigh, and this will lessen the intensity. If you want to add intensity today, you can put a block underneath your feet. And you've always got the option to go blockless. For today, we're working with that autumnal energy of release, so we're playing with what gives us feelings of openness, what encourages release. So if we do too much, we'll go into contraction. If we do too little, quite often we don't release anything. Wherever you are, bring your palms to face the ceiling and allow your body to fall to the floor like a leaf from a tree. Keep working with that exhalation. Every time you exhale, see if you can let go a little deeper. Beautiful, let's inhale here. Exhale, remove your blocks. Gently bring your legs back together. Hug your knees in towards your chest and just roll a little side to side. Slowly we're going to roll up to seated and we're going to come into that same butterfly pose again. We're going to bring the blocks under the thighs to lessen sensation, or bring pillows under your thighs to lessen sensation if that feels good for you. Or bring blocks or pillows under your feet to heighten sensation. Let's allow a little bit of experimentation to change the feel of the pose. And when we work with this changing energy, we're working with that abominable feeling. The changing nature of the autumn, really. So change it up if you want to, or keep it as it is. And just allow yourself to let go as you exhale. And now you can stay here, or you can bring this forward into a fold. Or if you like, you can lean back into your hands. Whatever changes we make, we can accept them in line with this seasonal change coming into autumn. And we can continue to work with the breath, work with the exhalation to encourage a release process. Inhale here. Exhale gently, come on out. And now we'll come into a forward fold. So you can use no props, or you can use props in whatever way you're used to. If you struggle with the forward tilt of the pelvis and you feel like you're kind of sitting to the back of your hips, you can sit to a blanket to encourage your pelvis to tilt forward, so you can sit to the front of your sit bones. You can hold a strap around your feet and be pretty upright if you like. If you really want to kind of max out the props, you can loop your strap so it's big enough to go around your feet and around your mid-back if you have a strap that is that big. You can bend your knees, put a block or two to your legs, and slowly fold here and slowly start to straighten your head, so your legs, so your head moves to the block. I suppose it depends on what you're working with, whether you are working with release. You might want to keep it simple and just stay with the exhalation. Or whether you're accepting change, you might want to really play around with the props and try something new. Just make sure the shape that you're making brings you whatever you need tonight, whatever that is. And just for this last minute or so, wherever you are, see if you can turn your palms to the ceiling, open your hands, release any gripping. We can only lose that which we cling to. And it is safe to let go. Inhale here, and exhale, gently release. Our next pose will be dragon. So bring one foot forward into a low lunge, the back knee is down. We can do this with no prop, or you might want to add a little bit of extra heat by placing a block underneath your front foot. This might make you glow red like an autumn leaf. You can let your arms dangle. You can pad your back knee if it is tender, or you can rest your hands to your thighs. Work with your exhalation to encourage feelings of release. Know that just because you let go doesn't mean you have to lose anything. We only lose that which we cling to, after all. Thank you, Buddha. And if you do this pose a lot, maybe change it up. Maybe do it differently today. Embrace that feeling of change that happens as the seasons change. Beautiful. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale, gently bring yourself out wherever you are. And we're going to move the block now from underneath your front foot to your back leg, just above your knee. So you're staying in dragon, you're staying in that lunge, but you can support the back leg now with the block, placing it just above the knee on whatever level works. The block gives us something more to fall into. It helps us to release because the block is the floor, if you like. We're just going to hold this for about another minute or so. Hands can be to the floor. You can let the hands dangle. You can bring them to your thigh. Focus on the exhalation to encourage the release process. Let your breath and let gravity be an ally in your exploration of the autumn. Inhale here and exhale, slowly come on out. Let's swap legs. We're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So we begin with a block underneath your front foot, if this is doable for your body. If this is just not good for your body at all, just take it away. Just have no block. Just be in dragon. Work with your exhalation. Maybe just move your arms into a new position if you're working with the change of the seasons. Or maybe just drop into the exhale if you're working with that, nurturing the release process, nurturing the ability to let go without fear. We can only lose what we cling to. Let the arms and the palms be open. Let the breath be full. Inhale here, exhale, release the pose, gently release the block, and then move the block underneath your back leg, just above your knee, or not at all, whatever you want. The block is just giving us something different to fall into. It can help us release a little more than we might usually. Open your palms. Imagine the ball and socket of your hip joint. And let it open like your palms. Let your hips mirror your palms. Follow your exhalation into a deeper release through your hips. And you can allow your face to redden. You might glow like an autumn leaf, and this is beautiful. Take an inhale here, lovelies. And exhale, gently come on out. We're going to come to sit in a hero pose, so we're just kneeling now. You can sit onto your heels, you can sit between your legs, you can sit up onto a block. And have a second block now in between your hands. And just gently lift that block up towards the sky, pressing your hands into either side of the block. And bend your elbows and bring the block to your head. And then re-extend your arms and use your arms to squeeze into the block to keep it still upon your head. And as you breathe here, hold on. Don't let go of the block. Drop your tailbone, lift your belly and open your lungs here. With your breath, create more space in your heart and lungs. Deepen your breath. Holding on as you inhale. Holding on as you exhale. Let's see if you can be okay with holding on just for this little bit more time. My reverse psychology is, if we hold on for a little bit, we'll actually want to let go after this. So squeeze your block, lift your fingers towards the ceiling, open your lungs, hold on as you breathe in, hold on as you breathe out. And then inhale here. And as you exhale, free yourself from the pose, let it go. Let yourself return to a feeling of emptiness as you sit. Let your fists be open like beautiful branches releasing fruit. It is safe to let go. It is good to let go. Imagine anything that you're full up or fed up with running out through your fingertips. No more resistance, no more holding on, because what we resist persists. So open up your fists and open up your lungs. Be free of gripping, because you never really lose when you're able to let go. We'll continue now to work with the exhalation, taking an inhale together on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe normally. Let's come to all fours, lovelies. And just take a few cat-cows here. And now let's just melt the heart down towards the floor, stretching your arms out in front of you, opening your armpits, dropping your heart down. So your hips are over your knees, your heart is melting down and your hands are stretching forward. For today we'll play with the grip here. So perhaps scrunch your hands up really tight as you do this, just to play with the pose. Perhaps you want to stretch your thumbs away from your fingers. Or perhaps you want to lift the base of your hands but keep your knuckles down. Maybe you'd like to bring your elbows to some blocks and bring your hands into prayer behind your back if cat stretch with the arms extended doesn't work for your body. Maybe this stretch is no good for you at all and you'd like to take a wide-legged, wide-kneed child's pose. That's absolutely fine. Wherever you are, maybe do it differently. And see if you can work with that exhalation. See if you can keep that exhalation nice and lengthy. Maybe to the count of 4, maybe even to the count of 6 or 8. Inhale here. Exhale, let's come on out. Come into child's pose if you're not already there. From child's pose, we're going to thread one arm under your chest and just twist here, resting your head to one side. You can rest your head to the floor, you could rest your head to a blanket. And just release here. Whew, that's better. That music was getting a little bit I don't know, it was giving me a hot flush. As we release, we're working with, this just cooling off, really, letting go. And when you're ready, come back to center and just switch sides. Just breathe here and watch where your breath wants to be. Watch the sensations in your body as you inhale and see if you can release, let go as you exhale. Come back to center and take a few cat-cows, inhaling as you open the chest and exhaling as you round the back. And then when you're ready, come down onto your belly. Take your arms into a T shape. And then we're just going to roll towards one of your arms, one of your outstretched arms. You can bend the other arm to assist you to roll a little towards it. So it's like we turn away from it sort of first and then roll towards that arm. You can rest your head to a block or a blanket if that feels agreeable for you. Try to notice any natural resistance in your body and work with it by breathing well. Rather than trying to push the body into a certain position, surrender to the sensation. Pause and breathe and see what's going on. And use your breath to create the sense of freedom in your body. You could imagine any stickiness in your shoulders, like leaves that are just about to fall from the tree. And the more breath we send there, the more likely the leaves are to drop. Relax the hinge of your jaw, relax your eyes. Then inhale here. And exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly. Come out of that, come back onto your front. We're going to extend the other arm into that wide T. And then turn your head away from that extended arm and start to roll towards it. Working with any natural resistance. Using our own sensibility, our own breath, to encourage the sensation to lighten and release, rather than try to push sensation out of the body. How do we do this? We breathe. Breathe into whatever is happening in the body and use the exhale to release and let go. Okay, lovelies, inhale here. Exhale, gently come on out of that, back to your belly. Make a pillow with your hands. Breathe into both your shoulders evenly. And then when you're ready, we'll come into Sphinx pose. Dropping your tailbone to lengthen your lower back. Activating your feet, strong legs, opening the front body by strengthening the back body. Now you can stay in Sphinx. If you want to experiment with change, you can come into Cobra, or you can come into Seal. You could come into Locust. You could come into Bow Pose. It's your choice. What we could do is we could run through each of these. So let's start in Sphinx, which we have. So from Sphinx, let's go into Seal if you want to change it up, or stay in Sphinx. Keep the tailbone plugging down, keep the legs nice and active, keep the breath nice and full. And then drop back down to the mat, or stay in Seal or Sphinx if you like. Plant your hands and maybe come up into Cobra. Or maybe not. Maybe come out of Cobra. Just bring your hands down beside your sides, stretch into your fingers and lift your chest. Maybe lift your legs, Locust pose. Maybe you'd like to bend your knees, reach back and grab your ankles for Bow Pose. Take an inhale here wherever you are, and then exhale, release to the ground, make a pillow with your hands. Okay, yogis, now pick whichever back bend felt most agreeable to you. And we're just going to do this for a minute or so. You can feel really welcome to come in and out with your breath, or you can just hold it. Yogi's choice. But we're looking to feel energy grounding down through the back body so we can lighten in the front body and the heart. We're letting go a little bit, even if we're static, as we exhale, and then breathing in emptiness and space as we inhale. And we're allowing the body to move within the pose with our breath ever so slightly. Take an inhale here. And exhale, release, let go, make a pillow with your hands. Relax your back. Breathe into your belly to relax your back. Release anything you need to release to the earth in the same beautiful display as the autumn leaves dancing to the ground. Let go. What we resist will only persist, and we can only lose if we grip on. Let go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Beautiful. Now let's roll to the back. So bring yourself down onto your back in whatever way works. And let's hug the knees in towards the chest. Very gently, just let your knees fall to one side. And let go. Twist. Do not resist. What we grip onto will only persist. Let go. The message that autumn brings is if we don't hold on, we never really lose anything. Everything will cycle back to us as we experience the changing nature of our own seasons. Much the same as a tree experiences being full of leaves and fruit and then being empty, but it comes back. And over, year in, year out, it comes back. Autumn is a time to release. So let your palms open here, like branches releasing their leaves or releasing their nuts or their berries. Let go, it's all good. Let's inhale here, lovelies. Exhale, bring it back to center. Gently hug both knees in towards your chest. And then when you're ready, let them fall to the other side. Don't hold on. Everything will cycle back to you eventually, so just let it go. It's a real skill learning to let go of our drama, our situation, our difficulties. Even if we can't release them fully, even if that is impossible to do, within our usual lives. Our job might be stressing us out. We might not have the luxury of just letting that go. But for this time on your mat, you can. And it's a real skill to learn to do that. It's a beautiful way of showing up for yourself and caring for yourself. Is telling yourself to let it go, let it lie. You can pick it up later, it will cycle back. But for now, exhale. Let your palms be open and let the fruit, the nuts, the berries, the leaves, let them drop. Okay, let's inhale here. Exhale, gently come on out. Let's take 2 blocks when you're ready and come into supported fish. So you've got 1 block kind of underneath your shoulders, sort of at the line where your bra strap would be, and the other block behind your head. If this feels awkward for you, you can have both you can have your blocks on the lowest level. It lessens the sensation within the pose if you allow your head to be higher than your heart. It deepens the pose if you allow your head to be lower than your heart. And you can allow your legs to be in any position. So just let yourself get set up. And when you're ready, begin to fill your lungs. So inflate your abdomen, your chest and your collarbones. And then release your breath, exhale. Working with your own breath and your own rhythm. Abdomen, chest, collarbones widen as you inhale. Exhale, let go as best you can. It's a beautiful pose for us to maximize our lung capacity. So as you breathe in now, let's breathe in emptiness, the spaciousness of air. And as you exhale, let that emptiness move all around you. Allow that emptiness to empty out your being, empty out your aura, empty out your energetic field. Breathe it in, let it go, let it do its work, clearing any drama, any circumstance that doesn't need to be here right now. As you let go, you are set free. And your heart can become more buoyant, more open, more empty, more spacious. As you lighten your load, your heart becomes more receptive. And there is more space in your heart to embrace the things, the good things that are coming next. And I'm not just talking about Shavasana. Keep breathing, lovelies. Take a couple more minutes here in the quiet. Okay, let's inhale here, lovelies. Exhale. In whatever way works now, come off of your blocks. And we're going to take a rolled up mat or a rolled up blanket. A rolled up mat is better, it will give you more support, give you more to fall into. If you can roll the mat up that you're lying on if you like to do this. Once that mat is rolled up, just place it along your back, again in that area where your bra strap would lie if you were a woman. And if you're a guy, just imagine that. Embrace the change. And then we're going to just lie over the mat and just allow your arms to come into a cactus shape, just opening the shoulders. Now, if you're tight in your shoulders, it might feel more secure for you to hold a strap and use the tension on the strap to support your arms in this shape. Again, we're opening, broadening and widening the chest. Working with that center of the heart. Letting go of those things that can weigh us down, creating an empty space for what is cycling back to us. And this is what the autumn is all about, really. So in your cactus shape, imagine yourself a great tree, a mighty oak, and drop your leaves. Let them go. Use your exhalation to assist you. Use your breath as an ally in this practice. It's getting quite groovy now, letting those leaves drop. It's that thing where, that letting go process doesn't have to be heavy and miserable and hard. It can be light and joyful and beautiful. You only lose what you grip onto. There's nothing to lose, just let go. You might even let the corners of your mouth naturally turn up. You might even feel that empty space inside of you fill or welcome in feelings of contentment and happiness. Feelings that say, this is okay. It is okay to be exactly where I am and to empty myself out of all this shit. We'll just take a little bit longer here, guys. And when you're ready, let's inhale here. Exhale, bring your elbows together to come out of the pose. And then just roll off of your mat. And gently press yourself up to seated. From a seated position, just to finish the asana section of the practice, just bring your hands to your shoulders, and we're going to inhale left and exhale right. So it could be quite fast, like a keep going. And really use this movement to just have one more shakedown, one more release, just let it go. Then when you're ready, come to a halt with that. It's hard to be still with this beautiful music going on. Just start to roll your shoulders. And then change the direction of your roll. And then let your shoulders come to stillness and just turn your head to look over your left shoulder, stretch your neck. And then turn your head to look over your right shoulder. And then come back to center. Beautiful. And then let's lie down, Shavasana. Make sure you be warm enough for about 10 minutes. And let yourself spread out, take up a ton of room. You might want to make tight fists. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then exhale. Release. Let your palms widen. You might want to squeeze the muscles of your face in towards your nose as you inhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, let your face release. Let your legs flop open so your inner thighs face in the rough direction of the ceiling. And do the same with your arms. Let's take a bit of time working with the exhalation. So it's inhale together on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe normally. Let go. Just remember, lovelies, there is nothing you need to hold on to. We do not need to grip onto anything. We can only lose that we grip onto. When we learn to let go, we create a space of emptiness that invites in the next beautiful thing. when you practice yoga, you start to build your energy, build and work with your prana. And you don't need to grip on so much because you've got this ability to sort of self-service, I guess. And you start to radiate then. Radiate your energy out rather than holding on to external things. If you like, you can adapt your Shavasana so you become like a star, raising your arms out to the side still, but above shoulder height. Maybe taking your fingers wide, maybe taking your toes wide and separating your feet a little wider. Like a little star in the sky, or like the star in the core of an apple. Allow your energy now to circulate and to radiate. There is no need to grip on, because you, just as you are, is plenty. More than plenty. It is abundant and beautiful, and you are a nourishment unto yourself. So, staying with the theme of autumn, you can enjoy your own harvest now. And we become a sky full of stars, or a tree full of apples. Just being in this beautiful space together, nothing we need. Just our practice, just our bodies, just our breath. Breathe it in. Gently now begin to stretch out your fingers and toes even more so. Deepen your breath. And slowly start to hug your knees in towards your chest. Maybe rock a little side to side. And rock over to one side and just rest here. Staying on your side. Just bringing anything back with you that might be of use to you in your practice off the mat, your life that is your yoga. Pressing yourself gently up to a comfortable seat now. Feeling yourself a little more emptied out. A little bit of space ready for whatever beautiful thing is coming at you next. Coming into you next. And there is so much beauty. Especially in the autumn. Let's bring our hands together at our heart center. We'll take 3 Oms to seal the practice. So breathing in together. Hari Om. Namaste.